part 2 to my video that's uploading now in reference to the dream that I had. I can't wrap my head around it. It's so crazy. It felt so real. It felt so real. And I don't know, guys. I feel like right now we're just on the verge of such a monumental moment in history, and a revolution in ways is underway. And I just know within my heart of hearts it's going to get really, really bad. It's going to get really, really bad before it gets better. And it's really, really important for people to start loving themselves, loving who they are, loving what God is, or starting to build a relationship with God and recognize Jesus Christ on the cross, but then owning what's right and wrong, what's good and evil, what's corruption and deception. It's really going to come down to that. Whether you go to church or not, it's not going to give you a green light to go into the world and do horrific things just because you went to church. It's not. And so I feel like we're on the brink of that. Because God is here. God is 100% here. And He sees what everyone does in the dark. He sees what everybody does in the dark. And I think it's comical that people get upset with me because I move and operate in the way that I do. But it's like, what about me upsets you? Exactly. Because I speak on things you want to say and feel, but you don't say it out loud. So there's that venture. Or I speak on all the things that have been done to me that were supposed to take me out. Right? And this isn't just me. This is on the world stage. On the world stage. I mean, look at Charlie and everything that's unfolding in this investigation. And it is crazy to me that this administration is just like, I'm not even going to go down that road. Families in the underground holding cells. Spiritually, this shows suppression, captivity, loss of voice, both individual and generational. Underground means hidden trauma, collective pain that society won't face. And that's the thing. We as a society have faced so much collective pain. And so instead of facing it, we put a Band-Aid on it. By social media, by materialism, by conformity, by conditioning, by hitting the grind, hitting the bag every day. The 9 to 5, hitting it, and you don't face all the trauma that you've been through until one day it hits you like a ton of bricks. And you can't. Every moment in the day is a moment that could be lost. So why not go through, do the healing, and face the things so you can live in peace? So many people now don't live in peace. Families being locked away may point a ancestral communal wounds that need exposure and healing. In your story, you've spoken about isolation, injustice, and feeling silence. This scene mirrors that. It's a subconscious acknowledgement that oppression exists, but also revealing that what is hidden will not stay buried forever. It won't. It won't stay buried forever. Absolutely. Not on God's time, it won't. Your sister saying, blow the whistle, Amanda. Blow the whistle. That was huge for me. I knew that was the Holy Spirit, like, coming right through there. That's the voice of your higher self, the Holy Spirit, and your ancestral guide urging you to speak truth boldly but wisely. Blowing the whistle isn't only exposing corruption, it's about refusing to participate in silence. There's a difference when you expose corruption, but then you also have to walk in your day-to-day with integrity, in ethics and morals and values, not to participate in it, as well as not move in silence. Hold the line. Stand 10 toes down. Be bold. Be courageous. We all see it. We see the corruption every day. Every single one of us sees it. Whether it's in our personal life, it's in our business life, we see it. That's how much it's literally suffocated this entire world. And yet we turn a blind eye because it doesn't affect us. But here's the thing. It does affect you. It does affect you, and it's going to affect your children and their children and their children. It's also a reminder, truth telling must be led by divine timing, spiritual protection, not fear or revenge. I do not move in revenge. Ever. The underground network. Symbolic represents a system that operates in darkness, secrets, manipulations, unseen agendas, spiritual deception, but also hints that your own subconscious network, hidden memories, suppressed emotions, and intuition is waking up. It's freaking nuts, especially reading this book, guys. It's crazy. The dream may not predict literal underground operation. It's showing the dark systems, internal and external, lose power when the truth is exposed. They do lose power when the truth is exposed. They lose power when the truth is exposed and you take your power back. You know? Overall message: awakening spiritual discernment, breaking silence, healing generational trauma, reclaiming your authority from fear-based systems. Your spirit is saying, even when the world feels like it's crumbling, you were born to stand in truth and light. Practice, journal, pray, meditate, affirm, protect your peace, and use discernment. I move in just my discernment. I move in my discernment. But isn't that crazy? You know, let's hear exposure season. Golly, that's crazy. I wrote that on my notes last night before I even went to bed. Right here, you can't see it, but it says exposure season. Sure enough, I had a dream about it. That's crazy. Man, I'm so connected. There you have it, folks. You know, I have to tell you, when I got married, that's right, my computer. When I got married, my dad has schizophrenia, and it's been a hard time. It's been a hard time with him the last 10 years, to say the least. Again, I'm not throwing shade. I love my father very much. I've went to battle with him and battle for him times a trillion. I have indeed, and he knows that. But he was going through some episodes, quite a bit around the time of my wedding and all that jazz. So there was a lot going on in my family. My mom was going through a lot. I was going through a lot, and I've always been a very strong person, and so I've always been the glue that's tried to hold my family together up until recently, because I pulled my power back. I pulled my power back when I started realizing that my family wasn't battling for me. They were battling against me in different ways. Whether they've been coerced, blackmailed, or this and that, it doesn't matter. They're still playing their part. And I still love them, but it is what it is, right? And so I didn't know if my dad was going to make it to my wedding because he was on one of his escapades. And this is before he got proper treatment, got on the right medication, right? And so he was at my wedding. And when I did get married, I've made a video about how much I showed my butt. And I made a complete butt of myself at my wedding. Take that one to the bank. I didn't want to get married. I was forced to do it in many ways. I take accountability in it. I really, really do. I'm not playing blame game. Accountability times a trillion. All right? And I wouldn't change nothing. But the truth is the truth and the facts are the facts. All right? So anyways, you know what my father told my husband the day I got married? She is your problem now. She's your problem now. That's what he said to me. Isn't that funny? And that just gives you an understanding of how my family has always looked at me. I don't know why I've just always been the black sheep. I've done nothing but love and give and love and give. And for some reason, it's just never been good enough. Never been good enough. And so I say this to anybody out there battling the similarities in your family where you, no matter what you do, you always feel like the black sheep. Just know there's nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. All right. You have something inside of you that threatens other people within your family. And that's something that they'll have to deal with. But you need to know that there's nothing wrong with you. I had to learn that at 40 years old. And I want to help people learn that earlier. But I love you guys. Have a great day.